Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. It's good to be back, and for this one, I'm going to be joined by my good friend Skratch because I was a little bit under the weather here for the last few days, so it's been a while since I've been able to upload to the channel. So I thought it would be fun to bring Skratch on the channel and just talk about what's been going on in the raid community for this last week or so, and get me acclimated here to what's going on and start cranking out some raid content as we kind of move forward, because there's lots of new things coming in raid. We've got the artifact upgrades, we've got Daliana, a new fusion, some crazy 10x's, Trunda skins, a Path of Light battle pass mechanic. So Skratch and I will touch base on some of these topics, and that's what this is going to be here. So let's get into it. Alrighty then, joined in by Mr. Skratch. How you doing?
What's up, Chosen? Doing pretty good, man. What about you? Good to have you back, huh? Hopefully you are feeling better now.
Yeah, hanging in there slowly but surely. It's weird to be, I've been doing raid on a daily basis for like 3 or 4 years. So it's really weird for me to kind of like step away because I'd never even gone like 36 hours without uploading. And now I went like 5 days without uploading, just trying to get my energy back and rest and stuff. So it's weird to get back in the loop. So I wanted to do a video just kind of touching base about what's going on and stuff, and what I missed out on the last few days, and just try to get back into the swing of things. I thought you'd be a fun person to talk to for that.
Yeah, lots of stuff actually happening in the game, and like so many things happening and new things coming to the game, which I'm very curious to see. We have a new sort of event called Path of Light, which was actually kind of like released today. Funny enough, because right before Plarium actually made the announcement, like an hour before, a friend of mine sent me a clip of a random person doing a promotion on Raid talking about Trunda skins and about the new event. And we were like, okay, we should be finding something out pretty soon if they already started talking about it out of the Raid community. So it looks like a pretty interesting event. I'm curious if it's going to be free, if you're going to have to actually engage in some sort of way by spending money to unlock the keys, or how exactly it's going to work. But definitely looking forward to get more free rewards, right? Because we haven't had some sort of new event in this game for quite a while now. So it's definitely welcomed, We had some nice upgrades to the game as well, like updates, upgrades. You can call them kind of like both. And yeah, looking forward to try more of the things out,
Yeah, so I've got a few of the topics I've kind of heard rumbling around, written down. So I just want to get a few different conversations. How has the Daliana reception been? Kind of like right, when I went AFK for a little bit, when Daliana was finishing up, are people excited about building her? Are end game players using her? How did that kind of end up shaking out so far?
Endgame, I don't think so. Like, honestly, I think progression-wise, she was received pretty well by the community, by the people that they don't have very advanced accounts, For people that have tons of decent champions available on their account, they have variety, probably not as good. Like, I tried to take her like towards Hydra to see what I can do with her, but honestly, I feel like I would still use Ugo if I would have her available, or I would still use Umbral Enchantress instead for that block buffs debuff,
Okay, cool. And it looks like there's also Forge Pass Season 2, and I think it's exactly the same. Like,
exactly the same. Funny enough with it, because I remember it right the day before it was ending. We kind of got like an announcement in the game saying that we're never going to be able to get this again. And kind of like, now is the moment, buy it or get out, And it's the exact same thing, the exact same gear set. In a way, it's good. So for people that actually purchased it the first time, and even people that didn't purchase it, I'm not sure how many materials they actually managed to gather like that without actually buying the whole thing. But it's not going to be enough to get a decent gear set unless you're extremely lucky, of course, just by having one battle pass and having 200 legendary materials or whatever you need. You gotta drop in a lot of the materials in the forge in order to get quality out of it. So it's good that they brought it back with the same gear set again, because it just improves the chances for people that they actually decided to purchase this every last time, and now they actually just increase their chance to get better gear for that set,
sure. And then the Path of Light thing is basically just like a battle pass, but you pick which like side of the rewards you want to go down and prioritize, right?
I think something like that, honestly. It kind of feels like it's some sort of a battle pass thingy, kind of like a tower stuff. I'm not sure how to explain it, but the good part about it is that you're gonna pick a path because you want to go to those rewards the fastest. And the good part about it is that you're gonna be able to go and complete the other trees as well after, you know. So it's not like you're gonna pick one and that's it. You don't have access to the other two. So that's a good thing.
And some crazy 10x's going on, like Kymar, Warlord. Are you pulling for any of these 10x's or?
No, not at all, actually. I feel like these 10x's are a big bait, considering that we have the fusion that we have. He's a good fusion champion. A lot of people will benefit from having the champion on their account, especially if they don't have crazy clan boss teams, you know? If they don't have all the unkillable champions or stuff like that. This will be a very solid champion for progression. It's kind of like the Brogni sort of level in terms of progression for people. I'm not saying it's the same power like Brogni. It's not as powerful, but in terms of progression, he will allow you to do a lot of things as exactly the same like Brogni, you know. So definitely it's not a misfusion for people.
And why is that? Because I'm looking over the kit. Is it because of the block damage for 2 turns?
So you have block damage for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown that allows you to make unkillable clan boss teams. You have the shield, which will allow you to grind the spider. You have the shield, and block damage, which will allow you to grind the ice golem, doom tower waves, doom tower bosses. So it's a solid champion. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the other things I had written down, one of the biggest things I think that the instant upgrades. Oh
Man,
my
that's
goodness.
like that's like
You know, we behind the scenes, we've been yelling at them for like 4 years at this point to do something. Like, it's ridiculous that we have to go to third-party programs just to be able to upgrade the damn gear. It takes like, it can literally take 5 minutes to upgrade one piece of gear.
I know. It was absolute cancer. I cannot find a better description than absolute cancer. Okay, and I feel so much better knowing that now that thing is in the game. Like, you guys have no idea. You haven't tried it yet, okay? Maybe you've seen a video, maybe you haven't. I tested it on the test server, and all it took me was click, bang, done, move over to the next one. That's how big that thing is. My opinion, the best feature they ever added to this game, honestly. Like, I cannot find anything else better than that. Only the Forge, but yeah.
Yeah,
kind of like,
and ridiculous that it took this long. That should have happened in a few months because that was so painful. The way I know we had like a theory that they wanted to keep people playing the game longer because it's good for metrics or something. So if you spend an hour a day upgrading artifacts, maybe it's good for their like player retention metrics or something. I don't know, but ridiculous that it took this long.
Yeah, I mean, I find it I understand that it's all about businesses and you're going to want to have good retention for your, I don't know, investors and stuff. I'm not sure how exactly they're presenting all this data to their investors, but forcing people to do things that they don't enjoy to be in the game will actually cost you. You're not going to gain money from you might get the money from your investors, but those people that are going to go away from the game faster than you can say, $1, you know, I got $1 for my investors. They're going to disappear from the game if you just force them with chores. I know so many people that quitted the game, you know, during the last 3 years because of things like this, that it's just kind of like making them feel like it's not enjoyable anymore. This is not an experience that I want to put myself through day to day because it's just not fun. It's just a chore. It's something that I hate doing. Like, I used to hate going to school. I used to hate, I don't know, washing my shoes or God knows what, you know, just stupid ideas. But that's kind of like how it's going to end up feeling. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. I really feel like they have tons of other things to improve like this, like instant battles for the normal clan boss. You don't want to see that all day. You don't have to after 3 years. Instant battles for faction wars, maybe. Stuff like this that you can actually farm so fast. You know, many other games, they have insta battles for the entire Doom Tower. If I remember it correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you played Dragon Champions as well, right? Or you tried that out, maybe?
Yeah, they had the autocomplete tickets.
They had an autocomplete ticket for the Doom Tower once you beat the Doom Tower 100 times or something like that. I can't remember. But after that, because you beat it 100 times, how many times you want to look at the same thing over and over again, you know? So I feel like they still need to improve a lot of things like this, and just super raids is not the answer to it. It does help, but it's not the answer, you know?
Well, there's a reason you'll never get the instant complete in raid. It's because they want you to be incentivized to build the speed teams. They want you to use like the Royal Guard and the Septimus and the Sishia in Spider 25. They want to make sure you have the incentive to pull some of these niche champions that unlock faster runs, and that's my theory on why you'll never see the autocomplete.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Because then you would just see people build their normal teams and use autocomplete. There wouldn't be an incentive to build like the perfect rotation Sishia team and stuff like that.
Yeah. But the thing is that you can still build those teams earlier on and you're going to use them for a while. But then later on, how you progress in the game and you've done it for so many times, you just don't have to do it anymore, you know? Get retention from new people. Keep the old people playing while you're getting retention as well from new people. Like put some sort of a cap. You've done that 100 times. Let's change it. I've done Clan Boss 5 million times. Enough to see the same thing over and over. Click, bat it at 15 minutes, bang out, you know, every day.
Oh, I agree with you. I wish it was on there. That's my theory as to why. When does the fusion start? Do we know? Is it a fragment event?
The fusion should start Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a classic fusion. Actually, you're gonna have 4 of the same epics, 4 of the same rare. So it's gonna be.
And it'll be like doing tournaments to get the epic and the rares, and then you fuse them up.
I would assume so. Yeah, we haven't got any info on that yet.
Okay. Well then, gosh, it sounds like I missed a lot here in 5 days. Am I mostly caught up? Is there anything?
I mean, there is a champion training tournament going on for a Kyoku. That's because of their anniversary. You might be interested in going in for that, but probably you're not. I'm definitely not going in for another one. I had enough with Chris. It was tons of fun, but no thank you. What else? We have new skins coming for Tranda. Probably you've seen it with the Path of Light if you had a chance to watch their video. One of them looks awesome, kind of like reminds me of an X-Man combined with something else. I don't know. But then the second one looks kind of like Pixniels, which is kind of weird. You know, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was like, oh, it looks like like the Ice Trunda looks like a Pixniel reskin or something.
That is definitely pretty like weird, you know.
Well then, how have you been? You've obviously probably been playing, you know, a lot of Diablo Immortal. We're in like the same team and stuff. How's everything been going for you the last week or so?
Oh yeah, man, I'm having a blast, honestly. Like, I'm just having fun in the game. I don't really care about all these people just crying for their views with pay to win and stuff. Yeah, the game has problems like any other game. Raid has problems, but I'm there to have fun. And actually, I'm having a blast because I get to play with friends. So I'm playing multiplayer. Like, I'm staying in the calls with friends, chatting about the game, playing in squads of 4, in squads of 8, doing raids. They're taking like 2 to 10 minutes per run, depending on what activity we're doing, and it's tons of fun. We're having a blast, honestly. So I'm really enjoying it at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for doing this quick little first video back for me to help me kind of get reacclimated back into the flow here and start uploading daily again. It's been weird to step away after like 3 years and then try to reacclimate. So thanks for touching base and chatting with me.
Not a problem. You're going to have to do that for me in a few weeks when I come back from holiday. I'm going to have so much catching up to do after 3 weeks. If you had so much catching up after 5 days, imagine me after like 22 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
For sure. I'll help you out. All right, Skratch. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Cheers. Peace.
Alrighty, well, it is good to be back, and I'm excited to get flowing again here. Massive shout out to my friend Skratch for taking the time to sit down and chat with me and help me get caught up on everything going on. So it's good to see you all again, and I'm excited to be back to the daily grind. So that'll do it for me on this one. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.